start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down here. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A running play, it's Dowdle, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. They run again with Dowdle. He's still on his feet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 2nd down and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. Prescott now on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's a diving catch right side. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. Dowdle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Cowboys. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. And that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll It'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Prescott on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott down. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, for incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This will be caught by Brown, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys retreated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They run here with Dowdle. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Play action now. Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Hurts. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 30 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds Parker. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys offense back out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chauncey Golston, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Parker. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy,
You know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's a give up the middle. And down to the 36-yard line here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taken down at the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.